WTF xQc,
But
you showed your history
in any
on
measure,
stream.
Donald Trump is filthy rich, currently worth just over $3 billion. The real estate mogul and television star who found a third career as President of the United States
only have one
can
veto?
afford just about anything he wants. And he has no
Use
problem
code
showcasing that
XQcOW in your
ability to
Fortnite
everyone
shop
around him.
of
Aside from his
77,777.
Yeah, hey, chill out, dude. Chill out, the sevens. Okay, dude. Wait.
documented love of cheap fast food, there isn't much
Guys, he only has $3 billion, dude. I thought like Jeff Bezos had like 40 billion or something. Or like 100 billion or something.
Donald Trump
Your
purchases
stream
that
is
the
bug
average
as fuck,
person
man.
could afford.
Keep up the good
Here
work.
now
Less
are the
than 3
big
also.
questions.
Here's a
Here
pod
are the
video.
most incredible things the president spends his billions on. So many cars. Like many rich people, Donald Trump has an exquisite car collection. His might be among the most impressive around, though more for quality rather than quantity. Trump doesn't collect dozens of cars, but what he does own are some of the most expensive, most powerful, and highest quality luxury vehicles ever made.
Rolls-Royce.
He owns a 2003 Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, which ran over $445,000 upon
Holy
release.
shit.
He also keeps a 1997 Lamborghini
This looks fucking stupid, dude. This looks so
Diablo
dumb.
VT, a Mercedes Maybach S600, a Tesla Roadster, and a 2016 Cadillac Escalade. In addition, he keeps a 2015 Rolls-Royce Phantom around. This vehicle starts at $500,000 and is fully customizable. Who knows how much Trump spent to make the interior as lush and golden as he likes everything else. Then there's his 2011 Chevrolet Camaro Indianapolis 500 pace car, which was
Trash.
a legitimate pace car that he was apparently supposed to drive in the 2011 Indy 500, until scheduling issues made that impossible. Finally, there's his
missed my
1956
last dollar.
Rolls-Royce
Think you
Silver
would like.
Cloud, which is technically a replica.
Thanks
This
for-
was one of
thanks for being
Trump's
here, Steady.
first cars, and he fell in love with it so much, he eventually
Love
paid
your
Rolls-Royce
streams.
to make him a new one just like it. The offer was clearly enticing enough
Guys,
that
this
the
looks
company
dumb.
happily agreed. 17 golf clubs. As he's shown many times over the past few years, Donald Trump loves the game of golf. He's been investing in the sport since 1999 when he first purchased his first club. But he certainly didn't stop at one. Currently, the president owns not one, not two, but 17 different golf courses around the world.
Guys,
Many of his clubs
Guys, am I the only one who thinks golf is kind of a sleeper sport?
were properties he
I mean, is it even a sport, dude? I feel like it's like a hobby.
snatched up after the Great Recession of 2008. Even still, he spent hundreds of millions of dollars simply on buying all these properties. Never mind renovating them and turning into worthy showcases of both his brand and his favorite pastime.
xQcOW
Take
are
the
the
fun to
best.
play.
Trump National
Smile.
Golf Club in Los Angeles. Trump paid $27 million to buy the course from its former owners. After a landslide sunk the 18th hole and forced the club into bankruptcy, Trump and his organization have since spent
What? A landslide kills one of your holes and you declare bankruptcy,
over
dude?
$260 million renovating and updating it, making it the single most expensive golf course in history. Though most of Trump's golf properties are based in the US, he also owns several courses in Ireland, Scotland, and Dubai.
Jesus.
Once he leaves office, there's no reason to think he won't seek to add even more courses, possibly in more countries, to his repertoire. That way he can golf on his own course literally anywhere. $100 million private airplane.
I have one of those at home.
If Trump
Actually,
ever
two,
feels
but-
like a luxury helicopter is too cramped, he's always got his luxury private jet to play around in. His personal Boeing 757 is among the most valuable and most powerful private planes
That's
on
kinda
the earth.
crazy, though.
Trump purchased the Boeing, which had been built in 2011, for an incredible $100 million. That alone makes the jet, now formally dubbed Trump Force One,
$100
the eighth
million?
most expensive
Trump
plane
Force
in the
One.
world. It's likely worth even more now that its owner has upgraded it so much. Inside, you'll find a lounge, bedrooms,
This is kinda
a
crazy,
dining
isn't it?
room, a guest room, and Trump's own personal master bedroom. Inside the master bedroom is a private cinematic entertainment system and a private bathroom.
What about
That
the-
bathroom, as
What about the girl, though?
fitting Trump, sports a sink with a 24-karat gold interior. But don't feel left out yet if you can't use that sink. Just about everything on the plane that can be is plated in gold. The plane
BBC.
itself
Useless.
is a technical marvel, featuring a state-of-the-art computerized glass cockpit and boasting 2 Rolls-Royce engines that can propel Trump
settle
Force
down,
One
sir.
to speeds exceeding 500 miles an hour. It's no wonder Trump didn't exactly want to park it in favor of the official Air Force One upon taking office, but that's exactly what he
did
had
next,
to do.
man.
As the presidential plane has actual security measures and access to military operational secrets and procedures,
Activate
he just have
Windows.
to wait until
Yeah,
the
it's
job is
broken.
done to fly his beloved Trump Force One again. 3 helicopters. Lots of rich people own helicopters. Trump, meanwhile, reportedly has 3, mostly because he's, well, Trump. To be fair, we've only seen 2 of them, and
that's
considering
gonna
how much
PogChamp.
Trump likes to show off his wealth, it's rather curious he doesn't show off all of his whirly birds. But he's certainly wealthy enough to own more than 1 chopper if he likes. The second helicopter isn't technically
Skip.
his.
Skip or not.
Not permanently, anyway. That would be Marine One, the official White House helicopter. That,
It's
due
a good
to
video, I think.
security reasons, is the only chopper he's allowed in while he's president.
xQcOW.
That'll be just one of the many perks he can look forward to after returning to his private life. The ability to fly in his other most famous chopper. In 2011, he bought a used Sikorsky S-76 copter, spending upwards of $7 million to acquire it.
It's not-
But
it's
the
not that
ride
much.
wasn't, to
I mean,
coin a phrase,
you would think it'd be like
Trumpy
way
enough for the
more,
Trump.
right?
So he reportedly spent an extra $750,000. So famous New York aircraft designer Eric Roth could make the copter worthy of its owner's name. The mission was most certainly accomplished, as the Sikorsky, now with the name Trump spelt outside in giant lettering, is pure helicopter luxury.
It looks stupid.
Almost everything inside, from the seats to the pillows, are either colored or covered in gold. Much of the
But
wooden
then
surfaces
why?
have the Trump
Then
family
why?
crest painted on it. In gold, of course. Even the seatbelts are gold, because Donald Trump is nothing if not dedicated to stamping his personality onto everything he owns. Gold everything. We can't proceed any further into an article about Donald Trump without mentioning what he seemingly loves most of all. Gold. Perhaps the ultimate symbol of
Gold.
luxury and a well-off life. Trump prefers as much of his world be adorned in gold as possible. From gold-rimmed cups and plates to
This is dumb,
gold-plated
dude.
sinks in his private planes. Trump's world is only slightly less covered in gold than King Midas's. The furniture, blankets, and curtains in his jets and
That just
hammocks
looks
are even
stupid.
laced with
This
gold.
wholesome video
This
to make
even
your
applies
day
at his
better.
new job, where he's replaced the curtains in the Oval Office with gold-colored and gold-rimmed curtains. If he thought he could hit a golf
chat, I'm
ball
done this.
accurately with gold-plated golf clubs, he probably would.
Guys, look
And
at
because this is Donald Trump,
look at this chat, dude. Look at this chat. Look at this. The people that are chatting, dude, you guys are not missing anything, dude, right now.
Welcome
Okay?
to my home state
Did
xQc.
libtards, any frogs, did orange men pog, did.
his gold possessions aren't just colored that way.
BBC has
Whenever
announced
possible,
the planets.
he uses
It's like
genuine
BBC
24-karat
Earth
gold to turn
recovering
his
space.
world into a
Check
monument
the
to his
trailer.
wealth. His love
Check
of
it
the
out, dude.
shiny metal is so far-reaching, he'd love to officially make it how the United States makes and spends its money. The U.S.
Bing, bing,
abandoned
bong,
the gold
bing,
standard.
Okay, I'm seeing dude.
bing, bing, bong,
Okay,
bing,
chat.
bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, bing.
Relax. Dude, there's only one thing that confuses me. Stop. Okay, I'll watch it,
in
dude.
1973,
Okay.
but Trump has made
Hey,
several
BBC,
comments since announcing his
USB,
campaign for president
HDTV.
about how he would return to that standard. Whether that happens or not, it's clear that Trump will continue to adhere to his own personal gold standard for the rest of his days.
Hey, he is orange, though. He looks orange.
xQcOW.
Forget the politics, and the apprentice's Donald Trump is first and foremost a real estate guy. He's been active in the industry since joining his father's company in the
Felix, did you
1960s.
fix
It's
the
where he
right
made
thing?
his billions and
If
where
so,
he likely will
considering on
continue to
trying
do
CS:GO
so after
with
leaving
Moxie or
office.
just
Currently,
alone.
Trump invests in
CS:GO
properties
is the
all
game
over the
I enjoy
world,
the most
outside of
from
the
you
US.
since it's
Dude, we
so
can't
fun
play CS:GO
watching
right now,
you
dude.
open cases
Dude,
with
my
the chat
window
or
is-
just play normal.
Dude, my Windows is broken. I can't really play CS:GO on stream right now.
Buildings in Canada, India, the Philippines, South Korea, Turkey, and Uruguay
Canada.
all bear his name and fingerprints. In the United States, Trump owns buildings in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Illinois, Florida, Hawaii,
and we all need that.
Nevada. It's difficult to say how much money he's invested over the decades, but considering his specialty is high-class luxury apartment life, it's safe to say he's spent hundreds of millions, if not billions, between buying, selling, and investing in all of these properties. Trump currently isn't active in real estate due to all the duties that come
What the fuck is this?
with running a humongous country. But it must be comforting to know that once his political career ends, he'll definitely have something lucrative to fall back on. The Trump Winery. Despite being a teetotaler who claims to have never even sipped alcohol in his life, Donald Trump owns a humongous winery. Clearly, he's not his own best customer. In 2011, Trump purchased Charlottesville, Virginia's Cluj Estate Winery and Vineyard, which was at risk of foreclosure.
What the fuck?
He ultimately paid just over $3.5 million for the estate, through methods one could describe as both creative and shady.
It's like
According
nothing.
to Bank of America, who had paid $16 million for the property's mansion at a foreclosure auction, Trump first purchased acres of land around the estate, then arranged for it to intentionally look closed off and raggedy. This move, alleges Bank of America, made other potential buyers shy away from making an offer, as they thought the property was either wrecked beyond repair or exclusively owned by Trump. Thus, without any other options, the bank took a bath and accepted Trump's offer. Whatever you think of this method, it was clearly worth it, as the former Cluj winery is currently valued at over $25 million.
Damn, that's profit,
Since
isn't it?
renaming it after
Profit,
who else?
noise.
Himself.
Capitalism,
Trump's revamped it to
noise.
be much more than a winery. It's got a clubhouse, a hotel, it can host weddings and corporate events, and it's crafted several high-scoring and award-winning vintages. GOAT, a tribute to Muhammad Ali. Not everything Donald Trump spends his money on is gold-plated and super flashy. Sometimes what he purchases has legitimate sentimental value, such as his signed copy of a Muhammad Ali tribute book. The fact that its cover is almost entirely gold is merely a bonus. Trump has long been a huge fan of the boxing legend, even tweeting after Ali's passing about how he was truly a great champion and a wonderful guy. So it makes sense that he would pay top dollar for the book GOAT, a tribute to Muhammad Ali.
GOAT.
Of course, everyone who owns this book did. Only 1,000 copies ever made it into circulation. But not only was each one signed by the greatest, each copy cost around $15,000. For Trump, it was money easily spent and well spent. A gold-plated motorcycle. Donald Trump isn't one to ride motorcycles, but he's most definitely one to own one. But being who he is, he couldn't just buy a regular expensive motorcycle and call it a day. No, he had to find a way to adorn it with as much gold, if not more, insane purchases. In 2012, Trump visited the set of American Chopper, and the show's stars agreed to customize a special motorcycle just for the future
Wait, he went to Pimp My Ride?
A special motorcycle just for the future president. It was pure Trump, with gold plating and lining everywhere. The tank was gold, the handlebars were gold, and even the wheels were gold. The Trump name made it right onto the pedal and the engine. But what good is having a chopper like this made just for you, if even one person doesn't know it's for you? We don't know exactly how much Trump paid for this commission, or how much it's worth, only that it can't possibly be less than tons. We do know, however, that Trump heartily approved of the project, and isn't making the customer happy what really counts.
Hell yeah, brother!
By 1995, Donald Trump had a ton to his name. So why not spend the money to add not just one more thing, but the one more thing? He did just that by purchasing a 71-story building at 40 Wall Street in New York City, renaming it, naturally, the Trump Building. The total cost,
call Microsoft on stream.
$1 million.
That's good content.
Damn near priceless. This building has a storied history that long predates Trump. It was built in the late 1920s as part of the so-called Race to the Sky, a competition between several NYC fat cats to see who could build the world's tallest habitable building. The 927-foot Trump Building, then known as the Manhattan Company Building, actually won the race briefly, until a month later, when the nearby Chrysler Building added a giant spire to surpass it at 1,046 feet. The Manhattan Company called shenanigans since spires aren't exactly livable. But less than a year later, the 1,250-foot Empire State Building showed up and claimed the tallest title outright. By the time Trump showed up, the building was in bad shape, having been neglected for years after a shadowy 1982 deal brokered by Filipino President Ferdinand Marcos fell through.
Okay, chat, listen, dude. I saw this a while back. Dude, what is this, like, this shit? Dude, I don't understand this, dude. Like, what is this? Like, dude, what is this? Dude, he's not alpha, dude. That's the alpha. Look at this shit. He pulled on his, dude. What the fuck, dude?
Today is my birthday and I get a Fields birthday man in chat smiling turning to underscore.
It's a power move.
I'd if you've watched this Gordon Ramsay, but it's pretty funny.
To show dominance, dude, these guys are not dogs. Like, you know, they don't like, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, man.
Poggers boys, #Pepegatron.
That's you? That's me.
There once was a man who got in a van and
Oh,
decided
lagging.
to go for a ride.
See, that's what Windows does
His
to me,
name
dude.
was Doc. He
Windows
whipped
is
out his
fucking
cock
me
and
up,
fucked
dude.
somebody else's bride. He made a mistake. He began to shake, and his phone started to ring.
Wait, is that Kanye West?
TV is like a third-party thing.
That's fucking nuts, dude. Okay,
Want to
chat.
go on a climb?
Chat, just chill the links, boys.